Hello, this is Weirzus9848 and this is my first video. It's basically just some blueprint tutorials on lighting in Minecraft. Now some of the lighting's hidden, some of it's for show, and these are just some ideas that I found good. I know that there are more out there, and if you have any requests of what you want me to do another tutorial on, just leave them in the comments below. Okay, this is the first light design that I'm showing. It's rather basic, it just needs a wall that is 2 blocks thick. For the bottom layer, 5 by 2, the 2 being into the wall. On the second layer, you bring up the edges, put glowstone at the back, stairs facing inwards, and then you just cover over the top with material of your choice. I always find it looks good with stone brick, and I do notice that I've made the mistake of using cobblestone stairs instead of stone brick stairs, but that's a mistake I made and I apologise, but that's this one. Now this one I found rather interesting if you're lighting up an enchanting room. Enchanting tables aren't like carpets, which I'll get into later, don't actually block light. So if you place a glowstone and then an enchanting table on top, the light won't be blocked, so you can light up an enchanting room that way. And basically it's just a much easier way to do it, and well, works. What else can I really say about it? As mentioned with the last blueprint, carpets also don't block light. I find this rather good for when you're making living rooms and such, because then you can have a rug in front of your fireplace or something, or just a rug in the centre of the room that will produce light and make sure mobs don't spawn. Now this next light is, well, how you do it is dependent on your texture pack. Basically, the blueprint's kind of backwards first, with the rest, the first slide is the bottom and the last is the top. With this one, because it's a hanging one, it's a fence post at the top and 3 glowstone underneath. Now, depending on your texture pack, this can look good if you surround it with signs or item frames. But on basic texture pack, it doesn't really look good with either, so if you're on default texture pack, this is not really the light for you unless you like with your glowstone. And finally, one of my personal favourites, the life-size lava lamp. Now before I go any further, I would like to point out that the stairs at the bottom on the first layer are misplaced. Now there are 2 ways you could do it. You could replace it with all stone brick like there is at the top, or you could replace glass. It's totally up to you, but basically I was tired when I made these blueprints and put this video together, so it's up to you how you do it really. As with all these lights, you can put your own spin on it, but you know, leave in the comments below if you liked it, if you liked any of the ideas, if you used them, if you thought they looked good, if you think they can be improved, just leave it in the comments below. I would also like to thank Bide197. I'll put a link to his channel and his name in the description, as the majority of these ideas came from his channel. They were brilliant, but he didn't really show you exactly how to do it, so for people who find blueprints like this easier, I made this. Now the first light I showed you, it was a design I saw months ago, and I can't really remember who made it. So, you know, if you're the maker, just leave it in the